the Luego. I don't know what that means. Buenos noches. Good evening. Buenos tardes. Good morning. It's raining here in the realm. Here in the Vallejo aspect of the realm, it's raining. Water. Water. But that's good day. How do you say good morning? Years of Spanish in high school and I can't even say good morning. That's pretty bad. But if you don't use it, you lose it, right? And I never, ever... no, I didn't really ever use it. When I worked in the casino, I had a couple of Hispanic cooks that I learned all of the cuss words from. But I never used it in a practical manner. Kind of like all of schooling that I ever received from any institution, including math. Aside from, addition, subtract, ion, multiply, Kate, ion, multiplicative. sharing maniacs, and that's all we are. They think we're just automaton, autonomous, meme-sharing maniacs. You ever think about clocks and how we have to tend to them like you tend to the garden? You know? You always gotta be raking and tilling and hoeing and planting seeds. Your timescape is like your garden. That's where you plant thoughts. You gotta take the garden back from the, from Facebook. Facebook stole your garden. And Facebook just plants birthdays and holidays. Like, Facebook isn't very creative with its spring planting schedule. It's a bit repetitive. We gotta plant some, something a little different here. We gotta plant something that gets the people moving. We gotta plant an anti-stagnate. Because if you don't tend to the garden, to your timescape garden, you just have numbers that just go bigger and bigger and bigger, and they go higher and higher, and they get bigger and bigger and higher and higher. And then they start moving out horizontally, right? So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See how you're moving horizontally now? 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, all the way to 100. And eventually, aside from just going up internally inside your head, it's also going physically sideways. You see how this can cause problems at some point? Pretty soon the whole universe might just be full of horizontal numbers stacked sideways. And what would be the purpose of that? Sometimes we have to institute some checks and balances so we don't just let a runaway thought go and try and paste itself on every single ion of the universe. We don't like that. Comfort, stagnation versus uncomfort and fresh growth. Discomfort, fresh growth. People never usher in discomfort. It's always forced on them. But the key is that it's not forced on them by other humans. It's forced on them by what's called nature. Right? But when other humans try to get in with nature and, turn some dials and pull down some levers and whatnot, then they just do it really quietly and they're like, act of God, I didn't do it. at that. Oak Harbor Freight Lines, OHFL. OHFL. Hoffel. Nope, that's not a very good acronym. OHFL is not a good letter soup for me to try and create something out of. So I'm feeling better about my self goal that has been eluding me for the past about month or so. And I think within 2 weeks I should either hit it or be very close. And when I hit this goal, then I'm going to retool a bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. Perhaps have a few different movements going on. You know, when I posted that Lichess stream from my phone, I was excited about it because I was able to play on this phone and broadcast live to YouTube, and technically that platform, which is called Omelette, is supposed to allow you to simultaneously broadcast to Twitch, to YouTube, and what's the other one? Facebook. So 3 simultaneous live broadcasts just from your phone. I had a hard enough time trying to live stream a chess game from my computer. But the phone, I just downloaded the app, pressed a couple buttons, and then voila, it's working. And now it didn't work perfectly because the screen was sideways and it didn't even save that video to my archives, even though that video is still floating around the interwebs. So I don't even know who owns that video. Probably I signed my rights away to Omelette, I would say. My video is owned by Omelette now. Likely. But the important thing was that it worked. And I would like to be able to stream from my phone, possibly. And maybe exclusively if the computer thing doesn't work. So that was fun. That was exciting. I just wonder where are all the people? Like, I'm surrounded by people, but none of them are here. It's like, hello? Anybody there? Nope. They're all comatose. They're all in stasis, but they're still moving around. Like, they're still walking and talking, and someone talking, and but they're in stasis. I don't know how this happened. But it's what it is. You know, like with all of the predictions, starting with the Mayan calendar thing with 2012, and with all of everything that I personally went through, and with all of the collective stories of the people that are out and about and, living and telling stories, the fact that we can have anything going on at all and not just pure, nuclear meltdown or obliteration or scatterfuck across the universe. The fact that we have something going on, to me, it's doing pretty good. Because we went deep and we went dark. Quite. So I'm pretty proud of us for that. And as far as, you know, what's coming, that depends on you. I think we've made a lot of progress in terms of allowing those who wish to be in charge of their own lives to be in charge of their own lives, provided they follow the basic universal principle of don't harm other people. Just don't do harm. Or just basically like be nice. Or, you know, just like get along with each other. Like be kind, rewind. You know, like very simple things. Provided you follow these sort of very, very, very basic kind of things, you know, you're free. Do what you want. Go create something. Create a movement. Don't create a movement because it'll get co-opted. Create art. Make a nice picture. Or go get a Toyota Prius and spend 15 hours a day driving for a Lyft. Like me. You know, you can do anything you want. Maybe at some point I'll get tired of doing this and I want to go be a fry cook at Burger King or McDonald's, you know? I might want to do that at some point. Maybe I want to go back to university and make Pops proud. You know? Get my title the legitimate way. Gary Warmerdam, Bachelor of Science. Bachelor of Finance. Or I could get a doctorate. Why not? Dr. Gary. You know? Dr. Gary. Why not? Dr. Gary the Snail. Could have Dr. Phil on as my first guest. Dr. Gary and Dr. Phil. I think Dr. Phil is a clone now. I don't know for sure. Probably everybody's clones now. I've been hearing some hubbub about the Alex Jones, Joe Rogan show. So it's on my radar to possibly watch, but Joe Rogan became decently annoying to me over the years, and he was a bit too mainstreamy for my tastes, even as far as alternative media is concerned. I like him alright, but I would say if I were to just pick Alex Jones, Joe Rogan, Alex Jones, just in terms of like my impression, my like gut impression on their sort of internals, I would probably pick Alex Jones. Joe Rogan is smart, you know. Joe Rogan is he's getting his angles and whatnot. He's getting business done. Alex Jones is too, but Alex Jones is more of like a 3-year-old in a big boy bodysuit. So he's kind of more endearing. I like it when he's yelling and throwing spittle everywhere. It's good. Haven't watched Alex Jones in a long time though. So maybe as I'm stuck in traffic trying to get to San Francisco, maybe I'll listen to Alex Jones and Joe Rogan. Probably not though. I don't know. I kind of stopped listening to YouTube stuff. I want to see, like, I want to get up, walk outside, and have, like, the life happening, like, out there somehow, maybe, rather than just on YouTube. Nah, I'm not attacking anybody here. I'm not saying it doesn't happen anywhere. I just, you know, conveyor belt happens out here. That's not exactly what you would call life. It's a conveyor belt. I'm on it. We're rolling along. And that's, conveyor belts do what they do. They transport things. I mean, I could just make this video like 3 hours, because that's how long it's going to take me to get to San Francisco. I don't really want to make it 3 hours. But you never know. Probably one of the things I'm going to do when I hit my goal is I'm gonna like look at all the stuff that I have, the toys, get rid of anything that I don't want, and the stuff that I do want, actually use it occasionally. I have toys. I have that boosted board that the wheel is locked up. So I think it's a $1,600 boosted board. I could fix it and use it, or fix it and sell it. I'm sitting here trying to have money goals, and I could sell things if I wanted to. But I like doing it my way, so it's my way or the highway. Dun dun dun. What else? Yeah, the planets are supposed to be doing something this week. Probably gonna get blasted with more energy things. The Schumann resonance is going wonky like always. I didn't check to see if our magnetosphere is still non-existent, and we're just fair game for any energy that wants to come flying in. I don't even know if that was true either, but I heard someone say that. And it was around a time when I was getting blasted. This is last week, right? The days run together, the weeks run together, the years run together. See, the time is still going. 23:33. Right when I said that. It just rolls along and along. Goes and goes and goes. When does it ever stop? So the funny thing is, I'm pretty sure time has already stopped in this realm. I don't know exactly how it was managed, but like Og says, we're in some frozen time state. Time is not moving whatsoever. The planetary bodies are not moving. Nothing's moving. This is somehow like Levette's fixed state Earth, or whatever you call it, fixed Earth. Nothing is moving here. And in a sense, that's peace, that's peaceful. The things that the religions promise you, that's actually here. Like, nothing's moving. And yet you can still move and do things. So like, you're free, you're at peace, nothing's happening, you can do anything. I don't know why you need more than that. The problem with that model is that when you achieve something, you have to let that go just as equally as you let go of the fact that there's not all kinds of violence happening, because they both are not happening. The violence not happening is not happening, and the achievements are also not happening. And somehow, miraculously, you're in the middle of it, moving around and playing and dancing and whatnot. Right? That's good. Hey, they still have policemen around here? I can't believe policemen still exist. To extract some money from the populace, yeah. They should rename policemen just pickpockets, Just take police off and write pickpocket. PPSF. See, like, that's the thing I'm really waiting for. I would like for these things, these corporation things, these dead thought forms, the idea of police, take any dead thought form, government, progress. Like, we have all these thought forms that we have put up there as something to worship. And then when they became no longer useful for us, like the idea of progress, like that word is so far fucked compared to this situation that it should be like blasphemous to say that. To say anything about progress. You know, that should be against the law to talk about progress with this particular realm, so it's insane. Like, if the things could stop taking themselves so seriously, you know, they're so serious. These corporation things, these dead thought forms are so serious. They all have identity crisis. They want you to believe that they are this thing. We are this thing. We're gonna do this thing for you, and we stand by our word, and we are this. We are very serious. We are the police. We're very serious about this. No, just put PPSF. Even make it a joke. You don't even have to say, like, yeah, guys, we just basically steal your shit. We steal your money. You know, we don't really help you that much. We kind of like help the prison industrial complex make money. Sorry. It doesn't have to be exactly like that, right? It can just be like, yeah, pickpocket San Francisco. Like, haha, you know, obviously we take some of your money, but, you know, we're just kind of like lightening the mood here. So, you know, you can see that we're not just pickpockets. Like, we can like lower our veil of lies just a bit, you know? Like, maybe if the realm could do that as a whole, you know, people could start seeing a little bit more of the potentials of the realm rather than being a cog that goes around in the same circle for all of the timeless time, because there isn't time here, and you will be allowed to go in that circle literally forever. I'm not going to stop you. And I'm not keeping track of how many revolutions you've done. And I don't even know if you're keeping track of how many revolutions you've done. Do you know? If you're inside of a realm that has no time whatsoever, do you know how many revolutions of timeless wandering you've done? Do you know? I mean, we can go on and on and on about the boogie monsters and how they're going to get us. There was a good cartoon. It was one of those classic cartoons where there's like an old guy holding a sign that says the end is near, and then someone else is following him holding another sign saying like, don't get my hopes up. Energy forecast March 2019. 3 things to know for your ascension. The ascension is near. You're gonna float up. It's gonna be rapturous. It's gonna be beautiful. Everyone's just gonna float off the ground toward the light. Or don't float toward the light if you don't want to get recycled. Maybe just float catty corner. Float at an angle to the light. You know, keep it in your vision so it doesn't try anything sneaky, but just don't float directly at it. But yeah, we're all probably gonna float up pretty soon. Once we realize gravity was just a big joke, you know. Gravity. This situation has very high gravity, doesn't it? .30 minutes and 36 seconds. The clock is still ticking in the timeless zone. I don't know how that keeps happening. Why does it? Where does that thing get the energy to move? Where is this deriving its energy from? I don't know. save you 15% or more. The height of creativity we're at the apex. But I mean, I do get it. We sort of circumvented and helped get past a lot of dark possibilities and really, really shitty possibilities. So I'm not just purely making fun of the situation. Just a little bit of, fun. No fun allowed, no playing allowed, no jumping, no singing, no dancing, crying, only out of self-pity. No hugging. Yeah, like we're moving past some of these restrictions a bit. So a little bit of levity is nice sometimes, floaty. $32.25. Okay, well, I'll stop it at 30. See, I'm trying to have a plan. I'm not gonna stop it at 33.33. I don't care when it stops. Although now that I thought about it, I might care a little bit. Uh-oh. See, now I got distracted. I'm in the carpool lane. I'm not supposed to be in the carpool lane. Unless the ghosts count. Yeah, so, another day. What's happening with you guys? Tell me a story, 2 stories, 3 stories. Just say hello, whatever.